mean, this is really for both of you guys to come into this game and not even have to really battle that hard down the stretch when it was a 16-point win against the defending champs in the league to move up in the conference standings. I mean, this was a huge win. What does this type of win say about this group?
We came out and fought from the beginning. I think that's a big reason why we didn't have to. I'm not saying we didn't have to play as hard towards the end, but it wasn't as close of a game and as stressful as it usually would have been. So it just says that we know when we need to step up our game. Obviously, we need to take it every game, but games like these are defining for where we are in the standings, defining our identity as a team, and we took it serious tonight.
And Jody, did you feel the same way in terms of,
Yeah,
defining its identity? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we just knew the importance of this game, and obviously they're like our world champions. They have a great team, so we knew that this is going to be a very tough game for us. But I think that we showed that we're a great team tonight.
Kevin was just talking to us about wanting to fly under the radar. Like, he liked the idea of you guys flying under the radar, right? But it's hard to do that right now because now you guys are getting noticed. How are you balancing that?
I mean, yeah, obviously now we know that teams are taking us more seriously, and they're gonna get prepared because right now we're fourth in the East, and we're playing great basketball, especially from the beginning of the season. So obviously teams are gonna come ready, and they're gonna try and beat us. But I think that we have catch the flow, and now we just have to keep playing like we've been playing all season. And we can't. I know like we're playing great, but we just can't stop. We have to keep playing every night better. So, but I mean, I'm happy the way we're playing right now. Just gotta keep going.
Jody, jokes aside with Kevin, who wanted to call you annoying several times throughout his post-game press conference. What has the relationship with him meant to you, especially to have big games like this where it just feels like you guys are feeding off each other?
Yeah, I mean, this is a fifth year we're playing together. So, we have built that relationship through this, 5 years. But I mean, I know what is he doing and what he's going to do on the court, and he knows exactly what I'm going to do. So that's why I think that we have a really good relationship with him, and in the game, and when we're practicing, like we always talk how we can make each other better on the court. So I think jokes aside, and he told me that I'm annoying, but that's not true. Is it? I mean, but no, definitely. I mean, Kevin, everybody, I'm always, have a great relationships. But yeah, Caleb, me and Caleb together for 5 years, so we're definitely having a good relationship.
Customers for the Athletic, Jarrett, at the beginning of the season and even preseason, we talked about like who you guys wanted, what you wanted your identity to be, and who you wanted to be. And we've seen that throughout the season. But how encouraging is it, even as the season has gone on, the consistency factor of it has stuck through to this point, and it plays in these games. Like that's who you guys are.
We had a couple things when we came into the season about our identity. We wanted to be the hardest working team out there, and we wanted to always give 100% effort on the defensive end. I think tonight was a perfect example of that. You saw us diving on the floor for a couple rebounds, just double checking. We held them under 100 points. So that just shows that our defense was there. And we've just been holding that throughout the whole season. Obviously, we have up and downs, but just overall, we've stuck with our identity, and it's carrying us.
How do you guys balance, the excitement of these games, where you guys are in the standings at the moment in the conference, and not getting too far ahead of yourselves, and and we talk about a little game by game, but even just in an excitement factor of not moving, not getting ahead of yourself.
I know people have said it before. Darius has said it, JB has said it, to try to keep that underdog mentality. Like Kevin said about being under the radar. It's easy to do that when you don't have the target on your back. And now that 30-19, now people are looking at us like, oh, these are games that we have to go win. Like we looked at Milwaukee tonight. So as long as we have the underdog mentality to come out every night and show that we belong where we are, then we can keep winning games like these.
Jenny, I guess for you, what kind of statement does this game make about who you guys are?
I mean, obviously, it was a very important game for us. And the way we played and the way we like put everybody on notice that we're not the team that we were like last year or year before, 3 years ago. So everybody's here working really hard, and we know that we're gonna get better every day, every night. But for us, really just important just to keep going like this and like be underdogs every time.
Chris.
Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. Jared, for you, the rise that you guys are on just doesn't happen every year with teams going from the win total that you had last year to already to the top of the Eastern Conference. How did it happen so quick?
First of all, it's a testament to the front office bringing the correct guys in to first buy into the system that we have, and then secondly, the skill that fits into our system. And then that's another testament to just the teammates. We came in every single day in the summer, not questioning whether we're going to be at the top of the standings or the bottom of the standings, just playing our basketball and knowing that we can get it done.
And then for both of you guys, what do you feel like is the ceiling for this group?
I mean, for us right now, we're just we're just thinking game by game. I mean, I know we have a really talented team, and everybody's a hard worker, but I think for us right now, the only thing we're thinking is game by day, game by game, and we have Detroit the next game. Obviously, I believe that we can go as far as we can go, but I think for us right now, it should be just just game by game mentality.
Jason Lloyd from the Athletics. Jared, when you were traded here, a lot of people in that position leaving a team that was contending, playing for championship, to a team that was at the very bottom, they would not be happy with that. That never seemed to bother me. Why did that bother you?
It didn't bother me because, obviously, you look back like, man, could I have won the championship with that team? But you have to look past that. It's the future. It's going to move on. But the thing that I saw was with this team, especially, was a kind of a clone of what happened in Brooklyn with me. We were the underdogs the season before, and then we came out and had a 41-41 season, 6th seed in the playoffs. And I saw the opportunity to grow here, the opportunity that we had a young team that had something to build on. It didn't look like much from the outside, but just knowing the blueprint that I saw with Sean Marks and the Brooklyn Nets, we had that here.
Did you know that right away? Was that part of Kobe's first meeting with you of telling you this is, or did you look at the roster and say, yep, I like that?
I feel like I knew it from the beginning. If you look at some of my interviews, I probably said that I see a little bit of Brooklyn, like 18-19 season Brooklyn here.
Ashley Bassnot, Cleveland.com, guys. I know, like, this time last year, third quarters especially were such a struggle for you, and this year it's the opposite. You guys tonight, you get a big lead in the second quarter, and you keep your foot on the gas. I guess, like, what has that process been of improving those third quarters, and also just learning how to play with a lead as a team?
Yeah, we got tired of getting yelled at by JB.
Yeah.
Every third quarter he come and just rip us a new one in the huddle. So we just been slowing the game down for us. There'd be a lot of turnovers. There'd be a lot of simple mistakes before. But tonight we came out and played how we should play in the third quarter, especially against a great team like this.
Cedi, just like kind of the same thought.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I think that's a huge improvement, from the last year. That was, I think, one of our issues, but I think this year we're much better, especially in third quarters. And tonight was exactly like we're supposed to play. I mean, we're playing slow, we're finding shots, we're finding open shots, and we're knocking them down. And defensively, we're just playing tough. That's how we have to play every time.
I mean, is it difficult when you get a big lead to not get complacent in this league, or is it easy to fight against that?
It's easy to get complacent. Like, you look at the scoreboard, oh, we're up 25, or we're up so and so, and it's like, oh, we can give up a bucket here, and then you could have a lazy offensive possession, and those add up towards the end of the game, and next thing you know, you look up, and it's a 10-point game.
Great. We're putting a little something together on Kevin Love and all the charges that he is able to draw. He's team leader in charges and he's does really well in league. So I'd like to get each of your thoughts on Uncle Kevin drawing charges this year.
For this year?
Yeah.
It's taking years off his career. Every charge. Getting old. It's Grandpa Kev too. Not Uncle Kev. I mean, he's doing great. Those charges, it gets the team fired up. That's what we need in this situation. He's not going to block the shot. So I mean,
Yeah. That's sacrifice for the team.
yeah, sacrificing for us.
Is that all you got, Jay? To sacrifice for the team?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna be here and talking all bad about a kid Love like he's talking about me. You know, I'm a good guy, so you know, he's a great guy.
Last one, Marlon.
Marla right now, our Akron Beacon Journal. Yeah, you guys, the way you fight, you don't want to let each other down, that mentality you play with. Do you think some of that came from last season when you were never gave up, even though you weren't winning, you know what I mean? You fought to the end of all those games. Do you think you sort of began to develop that chemistry and that fighting for each other back then?
I think we did. Towards the end of the season last year, it was rough. We all knew it was rough. It's like just things weren't going our way. We weren't playing for anything, and we had to find something to play for. And we all took a step back and looked, and we have each other to play for. And I think that blossomed over the summer, and we really took the identity of that and are bringing it into this year. And you can just see it growing and growing with every single game.
Cedi, any thoughts on that?
I agree with Jay.
Well, Jarrett, then one quick thing. Did you see anything in the summer when you saw that this was taking root?
Right. It was good. I don't know what was different from last summer. I wasn't here to experience that, but I know this summer we had a lot of guys come back into the arena or the practice facility to play pickup basketball. And, it's like, okay, we're just going up and down, but I truly think that makes a big impact on how we're going to play during the season.